Your writing should move readers to take action, ideally to buy your products or services. While the term conversion copywriting can be a bit overwhelming, today we've got email marketing superstar and strategist Ali Garmert sharing how to present your offer to your audience in a way that induces them to take action. And in case we haven't met, I'm Liz Stapleton, host of the Blogger Breakthrough Summit. The tidbit I'm sharing with you today is actually from Ali's session at the 2021 Blogger Breakthrough Summit. And if you like what you hear and want to listen or watch her entire session, head to bloggerbreakthrough.com/podcast deal. Now let's get to her awesome advice.
First, let's start by introducing conversion copywriting. Conversion copywriting is different from content writing in that the goal is to move readers to act. The goal is to convert them to click, buy, engage, or share. Conversion copywriting uses proven persuasion techniques paired with knowledge and understanding of your audience to make an informed and intentional strategy. So what makes conversion copywriting work? The value you provide outweighs what you want or ask from your subscribers. So the rule of thumb here is to send 3 value-based emails for every 1 hard pitch email in a sales campaign. Also, you know what your reader is struggling with, and you can speak to their needs and desired outcomes. So it's more than just throwing an offer out to hundreds of inboxes and hoping people will want it. You need to know the humans behind the email addresses. And with conversion copywriting, you're clear about the benefits of your offer to your subscriber. This kind of goes with the last point. But yes, even if it feels like a big accomplishment for you, like launching a book or course, we have to fight the natural instinct to make it about us. It's always about the reader and the positive change they can experience. So think to yourself, why does this matter to them? How does this solve their problem? And lastly, you explicitly state when your reader should take action. Smart, clear calls to action make it easier for your reader to know their next step and reduces the fatigue of figuring it out on their own. Okay, so how do you find out about this information from your audience? Of course, while you may think that you know everything there is to know about your audience because you spend day in and day out serving them or working with them, there's also the other end of the spectrum where maybe you feel like you don't have a clue what they want or why they're even on your list. But either way, I will always suggest one simple thing. Ask them. There are all sorts of tools at your disposal, like surveys. I use 4eyes, but Google Forms would work. Use polls on your Instagram stories. Prompt questions on your social media posts. And meet one-on-one for a brief call with somebody from your ideal audience. Maybe somebody who's purchased from you before, or somebody who's on your list but hasn't purchased, so you can learn more about their thought process and really get into the details of what they were thinking. At this point, we are not simply asking for demographics or preferences. We want to know why they chose to take action, what other alternatives they considered, what sets you or your product or your service apart in their minds from your competition, and the ultimate outcome that they experience as a result.
All right, I hope that tip helped provide you with some clarity on how conversion copywriting differs from everyday content writing, and it's given you some ideas for finding out what prompts your audience to take action. Be sure to join me next time as we dive into the back end of WordPress and making sure you're keeping your site in tip-top shape. I'll catch you next time.